somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Going to 54, wide eight. Hey. Here we go. Wide eight. 51 the mic. Hey, what? Here you go. Hey, I need one over here. Here you go. Watch the slab. Motion. Here we go, 46.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. First down, Prescott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. A.J. Klein in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Gun. Woo.
Now Prescott. They're taking a hook up with Michael Gallup. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Gun. Here we go. 46. Gun. Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 47. Check 4. Here we go. 46. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Here we go. 46. Gun.
This looks like a free play for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Here we go. 47. Here we go. 41. Here we go. 47. 26.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. On 1st down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible. It allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
On second down, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Breeze. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but
absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Sammy!
They'll try and run. Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Kill! Ready!
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott on 1st down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. They got the connection to Cole Beasley. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Get out. 46. Switch, hey. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Let's go, get out. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Hustle.
Tight end right.
Get out. Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 47.
Watch the curl.
26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
47. Here we go, get out. Gun.
To throw is Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Breeze to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
46.
On second down, Prescott again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Switch it, hey. 3 down. Hey, here we go. Boy, here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Breeze now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Breeze going to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Complete to Watson, the tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission, all tied.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Kamara. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Saints on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Breeze to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Easy.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Cowboys' offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
56, Mike, 56. Here we go, get out, get out.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back now in Arlington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down.
You go 46, 46. You go 46.
Touchdown, defense.
26. 26.
First down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, 3 down.
Go, get out there, get out there.
I got motion there.
47. 46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott on the move to his left. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Switch it, hey. Hey, go, get out.
Motion.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. But he's got it to Hearns. Again the juke. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10.
3 down.
Here we go, wide 8. Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Gun.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46.
Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, wide 8. 47.
Check.
Gun. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Gun. Here we go, 47. Here we go, wide 8. Here we go, 47. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And some room to work. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Wide 8. Switch. Switch and 8. Here we go, 46.
52 to fight, boy. 52.
Here you go. 47.
Motion, motion, motion.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Hustle, hustle. It's coming now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47.
Big Ed.
Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out.
Again, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Here we go. Hey.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.